Hello. Hello. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to Saving the Strong Woman broadcast. I'm just going to wait a little while. Hello. Welcome to Saving the Strong Woman broadcast. I am Shaletta Fisher, your freedom coach. I'm super excited tonight because I already know it's going to be. But hi, Tarsha. Welcome to the broadcast. Hello, Darlene. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm going to ask that you would share. Like, share, comment. Tell me where you're coming in from as we get ready to prepare. Let me know where you're coming in from. I'm actually, okay, Texas. I see Texas. Yeah, so I want to welcome each and every one of you for tuning in to Saving the Strong Woman broadcast. For those of you, all right, Baton Rouge, my home, my city, where I'm from, born and raised. Hey, Natalie. Welcome to the broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in to Saving the Strong Woman. And I do see our guest has entered. I'm about to bring her in. Again, for those of you who don't know who I am Shaletta Fisher. I'm your freedom coach, and I'm called to transform the lives of women through using spiritual as well as practical tools to impact them to tap into their potential, their maximum potential. We maximize on potential and tap into their greatness. So that's who I am. And again, I would like to welcome you to this broadcast. Clinton, Louisiana. Welcome, Yolanda. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share this video, like this video, comment below, because I do go back through your comments and I do answer those questions. Hey, Tanisha, Philly's in the house. I do go back through those comments, and I do write those comments down so that we are able to answer any questions that you have. So tonight we are going to be talking about how can I take my business to the next level. Yakinea, I saw her on. I'm trying to add her. If you come back in, I can add you. It said adding. So she is going to drop some nuggets. I'm talking about if you're ready to take your business to the next level, you ready to profit. If you've been thinking about starting a business and you don't know where to start or how to start, or who. Okay, I see you. I'm trying to add you in. Maybe let me see. Okay, it's saying adding. Yeah, it's saying adding. So if not, then turn your phone to landscape and let's try it like that. That's one thing about a live, it's live. So this is technology and we go with the flow. So again, thank you all for coming in. Okay.
Okay, so let me. Hi, ladies.
Hi,
is your phone?
You're sideways.
Are you landscape?
No, you're sideways, so you can turn it there.
Straight up. Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
All right.
How
okay.
are you?
So, because I had it landscape. Okay, so let me put it back on my thing.
Okay, cool.
All right.
There you go.
You good?
How are you?
Excellent.
Good.
Hello, beautiful queen. How are you?
I'm good, but you're beautiful as well. So I'm so excited. I've been excited like all day. I was just like, yes, I'm pumped up because I already know that you have some great nuggets to share with the women and men, because we have men on this broadcast as well. So we welcome men as well, but we are talking to the strong woman and those women who have said, I I want to ask questions, but I don't want to be seen as weak, or, I don't want to be seen as confused. So we talk about real life stuff on this broadcast. And I got my friend, my sister, none other but Yakinea Marie, the CEO and founder of I Am Woman Business Network, of whom I have a pleasure of being a part of that network as well. So,
Yes.
So yeah, she's doing great things in the industry. She has a dynamic story, her journey, and she's out here, moving and shaking. And the great thing that I love about her is that she is a woman of God. She's a woman of integrity, and she's in ministry and the marketplace. And that's
Yes.
that's the thing. We can have it both. We're
Yes.
entitled to that. That's our inheritance. So we're doing it in ministry and the marketplace. So Yakinea, without any further ado, you could take it away. Again, I want to thank you for saying yes to the invite to come on tonight to the broadcast. So just tell the people, about you and what you do. And, we're going to go from, I'm going to ask the questions, but I already know you're going to flow with it. So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. First of all, let me say thank you so very much, Shaletta, for allowing me the honor of sharing your platform with you. I do not take this lightly, so I thank you. Thank you for your vision and empowering women. I have a heart for women as well, so I was just truly honored. And I know you was one of my featured guests on She's CEO, and so I am extremely honored. But like you said, I am the founder and CEO of the I Am Woman Business Network. We serve women entrepreneurs and helping them to increase their visibility, their clientele, and their profits. And I love the Lord. So I truly believe that's one of the best gifts that you could give to yourself, is knowing Jesus at a whole nother level and giving your life over to him. So, hey, I turn the floor back to you. You can ask me anything that you want to, and I am ready to serve.
Okay, absolutely. So my first question for you is, and what we did was I asked questions out on the platform that women, questions that women had and what was their concern. So they wanted to know, like, one of the things is, what made you become an entrepreneur? What was that drive to make you say, I want to become an entrepreneur?
Do you really want to know that answer, girl?
Yes, I've already heard it, but yes, I would love to hear it again.
You know what? Well, let me say this right here. Okay, so let me give you my dirty story. Okay, yes. The CBN 700 Club actually did a story on me back in 2013, and they shared the transition. I've been an entrepreneur pretty much since I was in middle school, taking quarters out of my mom's jar, buying candy, going to the store to buy candy, and then going to school and selling it. So my entrepreneurial journey actually started when I was a child. Then I got over into the world of, girl, I got a story, okay? I love real talk, and so this is real and raw.
That's what we do.
And so, so I am an former exotic dancer and drug trafficker, okay? So I was an entrepreneur then, although it was illegal and immoral. Okay. But in 2001, October the 24th, 2001, when I gave my life over to the Lord, or rededicated my life, I chose to detach myself from that lifestyle. And then that started my ethical entrepreneurial journey. And that's when I got into the worlds of sales, and I started really connecting to people in the church, and then connecting to business leaders. So I acquired my first business mentor in 2002. So I began to grow and read the books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And that started my journey. And that's when I started pouring into individuals and teaching them the road of sales, how to lead themselves and how to lead others, and all the other things that come with entrepreneurship.
Awesome. I love that. So that's what we do. We share our story, our transition, and it's real. It gives people, this is real life. We're not camouflaging anything. This is what it is. So same thing here. So we just use it, and we know how to use it, like you say, ethical and integral now. We're doing the ethical thing now. So how did you, my question to you is, because you are in ministry, and a lot of times when we're in ministry, people look at us as pastors, evangelists, and you give out and you pour out, and that's what we're called to do. We're called to serve. So, but then when you start putting it into your business arena, and you say, okay, this is a service that's a part of my business, and you're going to have to invest in yourself. How did you differentiate that? How did you bring the people who was used to hearing Yakinea minister and preach, and then when you brought them into your business side, you know, and we got God as the middle, he's the foundation, but then you had to bring them and you say, okay, but this is a service in my business, so you're going to have to invest in yourself. Tell the strong woman out there, how do you do that? How do you differentiate
well,
that?
let me say this. First of all, and that's a very, very, very powerful question, Shaletta, but you attract what you expect. Okay? Number one, you attract what you expect. And a lot of times, and this is my own personal experience, when I was a minister transitioning over into business, or, you know, I really didn't think anybody would really buy from me. See, it was an internal thing. When I shifted my mindset, and I remember when I first created my first coaching program in 2014. It was for $149. I said, I'm gonna do it for 10 people. I had 8 people that bought. 1 person I gave it away to, because I always give away at least 1 to 2 programs. And I was in shock that people bought it.
Okay.
See, you understand?
Because
I was in shock
because that mindset.
Well, see, I was so used to giving it away for free. I'm like, why would people pay me when I'm always just teaching them for free? But when I shifted my mind, I went to a conference. That's why it's so important to surround yourself with movers and shakers. It will shift your world and your mindset, but it all starts here. And so a lot of times we are not attracting our ideal client to ourselves because we don't believe that they exist. We don't really believe people will buy for us. We allow someone to tell us your product costs too much. Or why are you charging that much for that? So we start saying to ourselves, well, why would somebody, we partner with that lie. And thus we will not attract we deter our ideal client. The moment I start saying, I have what people need what I have to offer. I have value to add to the marketplace. I went from people investing $100 and some to me to investing thousands of dollars into me. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so you attract what you expect. If you don't expect anybody to invest in you, then it's not going to happen. But it's an internal situation. It starts internally first, then it goes externally.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's good. So I hope you all taking notes, women. I know you're on. I see a lot of business women that's on. I see women that's already in entrepreneurship. I see women that's working but going into entrepreneurship full time. So I hope you're taking notes. I hope that, I know it's blessing me, so I already know. And with that last statement that I just said, what would you tell the woman who is working a full-time job, but she wants to become a full-time entrepreneur? What would be the steps that you would tell her? What steps does she need to take in order to cross over that bridge? What would be the steps you would tell her to take?
Well, first of all, I would tell her to be patient.
Okay.
A lot of times we jump out too soon.
Okay.
I'm a firm believer, if the Spirit of God does not lead you to step out, don't do it just off emotions. Calculate your moves, okay? Look at your job as seed money. Your job is seed money to fund the greater vision, because eventually you'll start generating more money in your company, and then you will be able to fire yourself, then hire yourself full time. You understand? But it's all a calculated, you have to be calculated, and you have to be patient, because see, sometimes we get too anxious, or we see somebody else that have left their job and we're like, well, I can do it. No, calculate your moves, because it doesn't make sense to struggle. Personally, I moved too soon. Let me tell you, I stepped out February the 1st, I can remember dates. February the 1st, 2013, I started hosting my very first business conference in October 2012 while I was working a job. I got excited. February 1, I left my full-time job and went full-time in my company. Okay. Now, I'm one of the ones, hey, I burned the bridge, no plan Bs. When I tell you my first year, I struggled. Or sisters, probably my first year and a half, I struggled. But here's the thing, I struggled because I didn't calculate my moves.
Good.
You understand? Good. You want to calculate your move. You want to be strategic, and you want to generate enough capital, unless, now this is my disclaimer, unless the Spirit of God tells you to step out. Because if He tells you to step out, He got you.
Right.
He got open doors for you. He got all, you won't miss a beat if you obey His instructions.
Right.
But if you don't have a word from God, you calculate your moves and you use your job as seed money to fund your business and to fund your education. I'm a firm believer that you should invest in yourself. I believe in investing in coaches. You know what I believe.
Yes.
And I invested almost $30,000 in coaches, right, in the past 2 years.
Right.
Why? Because I understand I'm not going to try to do this thing alone. There are people who have more experience than me. They've already done it. They could give me strategies and tools. And guess what happens? When I invest in myself, I increase my value.
Yes.
Thus, I can charge more when people come to sit at my feet as their coach, strategist, or their mentor. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. And that's good. So calculate. You have to calculate yourself. You have to make sure that you have enough. Unless God, like she said, unless God give you the word to go for it, then that's different. But if not, you have to be strategic about it. That's the word. You have to be strategic and making sure that you have enough, basically saved up.
Yes.
Basically, saved up so that when you actually transition, you're gonna be good. What's one of the challenges, Yakinea, that you've had as an entrepreneur? Like one of your challenges, and in that challenge, what can you tell that woman that you learned through that challenge? Because we all have challenges as women, but we take away the lessons from those challenges. So what's one of the challenges that you can remember as an entrepreneur that you faced, but you learned a lesson in it and you're utilizing that lesson even today? You kind of
I'll give you two of them.
But yeah.
Well, I'll give you two of them. Number one, getting in my own way.
Okay.
And number two, operating in indecisiveness, overthinking. Because when you overthink, see, there's a difference between thinking through and overthinking, because overthinking it'll paralyze you. You're like, okay, should I do this or should I do this? Should I do this or should I do this? So here it is, a whole month and passed, a whole 2 months, you're still trying to decide, should I do this or should I just make a decision? Right. Should I do this or should I do this? And then sometimes getting in your own way. You let's say, for instance, you pull the trigger and you say, okay, I'm going to do this. But then you start saying, well, I don't really think people would invest in that. I don't think they will really do that. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to launch this 6 months from now because I don't really think I'm ready right now. You understand? See, there's a season for information. There's a season for creation. Then there's a season for implementation. But sometimes we stay in the season of learning and creating that we never get to implementing. Then we become a struggling entrepreneur because we never take action. Let me say this, if I can say anything else. That's why I started. I have a mentoring academy called the School of Prophets Mentoring Academy. And it's one of the keys to this is this. I don't care how much information you get. If you do not execute, it means nothing. And if you do not execute consistently, so you cannot get excited today and take action, and then next week you
come on now.
You have to be consistent in your execution because it's consistent. Let me tell you right now, if you could be somebody that absolutely nobody knows, you have no customers, you don't even have a product. But if you will get on Facebook Live, Periscope, something, run Facebook ads, if you will be consistent, the day will come. If you do that for 12 months straight, I guarantee you people will know your name. Absolutely. You will have clients. You will establish brand awareness and trust in the marketplace for no other reason than you talked about the same thing every time you went live.
Absolutely.
You understand? See, it's about consistent visibility. Listen, people are not investing in me because I'm better than you. People are investing in me because they see me more. And they see she's showing up. She's talking about the same information. She's helping her clients get results. You could be helping your clients. You could be helping people and have the capacity to do the same thing. But because people don't see you.
Come on now.
Therefore, they don't know you.
Visible. You have to be
You got to be visible.
Yes.
And you got to share that information. Guess what? You're not just sharing information that you learned. You're sharing information that you have applied.
Absolutely.
There is a difference.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's good. That is so good. You have to be visible. You have to be consistent. Like she said, you have to be consistent. So if nothing else, just remember consistency is key. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, and being visible. And allow me to say this, especially now that we're living in a social media, you know, atmosphere, what would you tell that woman? Because it's all about the strong woman who's really hiding herself. That's what this is really built out of, because there's strength that you, like you say, you go through different things and you gain that strength from it. It's not that you're not qualified to share, and you're sharing from a place that you've been, not what, like you said, she said, not what you've learned or you've read. You've experienced it, so you're qualified. So that woman who's watching us right now, who's saying, I want to be visible, I want to go live, I want to do seminars, I want to speak, but I'm an introvert, or I feel like I'm not going to have any support, or that fear. Speak to that woman that's on this broadcast right now. Speak to her.
Okay, I want to get permission before I ask. Can I invite your people to connect with me?
Sure. I was going to do that before the end of the thing.
Okay, wonderful. I think this is a perfect time to do it. One of the things I do offer is a 15-minute mastery session. It's an opportunity for me to just really dive. I know it's just 15 minutes, but you will be amazed of the breakthroughs that have happened to individuals in those 15 minutes. Just because I asked them a series of questions, they asked me, and they was like, wow. I would invite two things. Number one, if you would like to just have a conversation for 15 minutes, go to schedule my 15 minutes, that's the number 15.com. Schedule my 15minutes.com and set up a time and we can dialogue. And then you can go to IamWomanNetwork.com, and I always give away some free on money, Real Rules of Money. You can scroll down and you can access that. Okay, so I would say, okay, so for that woman who is an introvert, and she's saying, because remember now, this goes back to what I said in the beginning. This is an internal conversation with yourself.
Right.
If we can get past this internal situation and we can start telling, listen, if what is going on in your mind is not pushing you to action, then you need to take authority over that thought.
Right.
You know, because if you say, listen, here's the thing. If I can say that I'm an introvert, but I don't even like to say that anymore. I really don't, because I look at it as a form of handicap. But watch it. But there was a time, listen, this is real talk. Now I can talk to you now. I'm all comfortable. I can talk in front of one, I can get in front of a room with one person or 100,000 people. It don't matter. I trust the Holy Spirit to use me mightily. But here's the thing. There was a time I would walk into a room with thousands of people and I wouldn't speak to one person. I would go in, get the information, walk out and not talk to. If they didn't say hello to me, I didn't say nothing to them. There was a time I would stand in front of the room. I remember when I first started being invited to come into front of the room just to share my 30-second testimony. I couldn't do that without stuttering. Because I was like, and I would talk so fast to try to hurry up. And then let me tell you what I did. I would stand and see, how bad do you want it? That's the question. I remember I would stand in front of my mirror in the bathroom and I would write out my presentation. Because they wanted me to start doing presentations. It was 45 minutes. I would write my presentation word for word. I'm talking about from the jokes to the questions I would ask the audience. And I would stand in front of that mirror and I would do that presentation from beginning to end because I was determined to overcome fear.
Wow.
I was determined. And I would tell myself, they want to hear what I have to say. I'm not afraid. I could do this. And I would just have this self-affirmation talk with myself. You understand? So if you have this negative conversation with yourself, let me go spiritual. Let me shift spiritual.
Go ahead.
A lot of times we're blaming stuff on the devil, and it's not the devil. It's us.
Yes.
Because see, he can put a thought in your head, but you have to buy into the thought. If the thought come into your head that don't nobody want to partner with you or do nothing with you, if you don't say the devil, you're alive. They need me. I am their solution. If you don't say that, then you have just become an ally with the devil and you just partner with him. So the devil don't have that power like that. We give him, the devil does not have power over us. He only has the amount of power that we allow him to have. We give him permission to come into our house and sit on our couch and dialogue with us. We say, woe is me that I'm not producing results. I've been there. You understand? But I had to start having a conversation with myself. Let me tell you something. I know for a fact that anybody connect with me, their life will go to another level if they do what I ask them to do. If they don't produce, it's only because they don't take action. And once you have that realization that you are the solution to your ideal client or whoever your target market is, I guarantee you, baby, you are going to walk on water and glow in the dark, and you're going to do it at a whole nother level. But you have, it's an internal thing. See, I can give you strategies, I can give you tools, I can give you tips, I can give you every blueprint. But if you don't believe that you can, it doesn't matter what I say, ain't nothing going to happen. Period.
I
mean, that is just reality.
Listen, I hope the women on this broadcast, I hope you have that. If you don't believe, because like she said, when you know what you have and when you confident in what you have, your client is gonna run you down. And not just, but you have to believe in your heart that I have something that's valuable. You have to believe, come on, that I hope you all writing. I hope not just writing, but executing. Not just writing, but executing. It's nothing that I really need to say after that because it's already said. I mean, again, you've told them how to get in contact with you. Again, if you want to reiterate that, you can. You can tell them how they can get in contact with you, how they can connect with you, and just profiting in your business, because it's time. This year is the time that you have to execute. That's why, you know, we sit behind social media and we put up the pictures and we look like we're doing something, but if you're not profiting, you just got a hobby.
That's right.
And if when you know what you have to offer, you don't have to be intimidated. That's why I made this platform, so that women who are strong, because every woman has strength. You don't have to be intimidated. You have sisters who are willing to connect, willing to support. And yes, it's going to come with the investment. Just like Yakinea said, she's invested in coaches. I have invested in coaches. I'm still investing. We invest because we know that it gives us more. We're able to pour out more. So at the end of the day, don't be afraid to connect. You know, don't be afraid to invest in yourself. It's coming with the investment. Is there anything else you would like to say? But it's just so much. It's just so much.
Well, you know what?
I wish I could go. I wish I could go longer, but I said 30 minutes. But just
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Well, let me say this. And I'll share my information again. I'll give out the information for the Mentoring Academy as well. There are some individuals that's watching this. I know they connected from my page. I'm encouraging you to connect with Shaletta Fisher, because she is a powerhouse for women. You understand? And I believe that we are a community. Like we say, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village for us to keep our women uplifted. So those who are connected to me, I'm inviting them to connect with you as well. So I'm asking you to share your information as well for those who may be seeing you for the very first time. But I'll say this right here. I would love to speak with you. I have a 15-minute free mastery session. You could go to schedule my 15, that's the number 15minutes.com, schedulemy15minutes.com. And to learn more about our Mentoring Academy, you could go to theschoolofprofits.com, and our company website is IamWomanNetwork.com. Please share your information, Shaletta.
Again, they can find me on the internet across all social media as Shaletta Fisher. We do have a Saving the Strong Woman Network. Also, if they want to schedule a 15-minute discovery call with me, you can reach me at Calendly at .com at Shaletta Fisher. Also, you please go and join the Strong Woman Network, because that's where we really connect. It's women in there who are doing exploits out here. I'm talking about ministry, business, all of it, and we're here to connect and we're here to support each other. Again, I am just so excited. I know everybody that's been on this broadcast tonight has so much. You should be on overload right now. I'm just super excited, and woo, Yes, so we got to go and get all this, like when you say, oh, I got to just process this. I got to process. So don't be afraid,
Amen.
women. I want to talk to the woman who've been behind closed doors. You've been on social media and you've been making it, like, oh, everything is good. Don't be afraid to say, I need some support. I've been pouring out. I need to be poured into. I'm good in this area, but in this area, I need work. That's what this is all about. That's why I've been given this assignment to save the strong woman. Not because, it's like, oh, I don't like men or I don't love it. It's not that type of, it's we need support because women who are projected in the public view as being strong, a lot of times find themselves alone. They don't get the phone calls that say, are you okay? How are you doing? They don't get the phone calls and say, I want to mentor you. I want to help take your business to the next level. I see that you being stagnant. I want to be an accountability partner. They don't get that. So that's why this platform was built on that assignment. I want women to be whole spiritually as well as naturally. When the mindset, she talked about affirmations. I'm giving away a free ebook. Get prepared for it. It's 31 daily affirmations for the strong woman. I'm giving that away for free. So I want you all to stay tuned and get prepared for it. I'm going to be releasing it and dropping it real soon. Every day you wake up, you're going to get to declare and decree something over yourself. You're going to get to speak because whatever you speak, you shall see. So I love you, Yakinea.
I love you right back.
Thank you again. Yes, thank you for coming on. Share this with your mother, your sister, your friend, anyone who you know that's been anticipating and saying, I'm ready to get in this thing. This year is the year. My mantra for this year is restoration, revival, and results. I love you. God bless you.
Love you too, sis.
Tune in. And thank you all for tuning in. God bless.
Thank you, lady.